Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be demoing, reviewing, and wearing the new Too Faced Born This Way foundation, the matte version. This claims to have 24-hour wear and be a super matte foundation. So if you guys want to see how it applies, how it wears, and what my opinion is on this product, then let's go. Okay, so we're playing with the Born This Way Matte 24-Hour Foundation. The shade that I have is Praline, which is my summer shade. I just want to show you guys the difference in the bottle. This one is slightly taller and slimmer, and this one is a shorter, curvy little thing, and it's the same shade. So I'm gonna use my Sephora Pro Fan foundation brush. And I just got this yesterday, so I haven't played with it yet. Praline is my summer shade. Typically I wear Sand. It has a little bit of a scent. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little more. Alrighty. So I did 2.5 pumps, and that did my entire face. It's what I would normally do with the other foundation. Bringing this into my ears. I would say that this foundation is a solid medium because you can still see the imperfections in my cheeks. So I am going to build this up. I'm going to do another pump, and I'm going to just layer it onto my cheeks. I do the same thing with the original formula. I just build it up where I need the coverage. I actually really like the original formula. I think I've told you guys that before. It's one of my favorite foundations. I always have to set it because I like more of a matte finish, and I want to make sure that it wears all day on me. Alright guys, so here we go. Again, I'm not getting like a ton of coverage on my cheeks, but it's better than what it looked like before. And I don't mind that you can see some of the imperfections in my skin because I feel like it just looks more natural. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face and we'll come back and talk. But so far, I have to say I am liking the finish. I want to see what it looks like once it sets. So I'll come back once it's nice and dry and show you guys what it looks like, and then I'll do the rest of my face. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows because I wanted to give this some time to set. And this is what I found. I was laying my finger here to do my eyebrows, and it actually lifted the foundation a little bit, and it still lifts, so it doesn't really set down to like a full-blown matte. I'm just trying to fill in where I've lifted foundation. It's pretty. It doesn't look bad. I just thought that it would set down to like a full-blown matte, and it hasn't set. The other thing I'm seeing is that it's making my skin look dry. So we'll see. I don't know if you guys can pick it up, but it makes my skin look really dry. And I don't have dry skin, not right now. I can be a little dry in the winter, but my chin looks a little dry. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then we'll come back and do some check-ins and see how this wears throughout the day. But so far, I have to say, I think I like the original one way better. So what I can tell you guys already is that it's looking a little cakey here. And I know it's because I'm adding another layer with concealer, but this is something that I do anyway. So, and I've never had it look cakey or heavy unless the foundation is a thick one. All right, let's just set this with powder, and hopefully once I use a setting spray, it shears it out some. Me blending my concealer down, guys, is just kind of helping shear out some of the buildup in this cheek area. And that's why you see me bringing it down, because I'm trying to keep it from looking really thick or heavy. I'm going to be using my Milk Makeup powder, and the reason why I'm using this one is because it is very fine, and I don't want to add something that's going to be really heavy under my eye since I'm already seeing some cakiness. And if you're wondering, well then why are you going in so heavy with the powder? It's a very light, thin formula, and it does not bake the same way that some of my other powders do. So I feel confident going in with a heavier application because it is so fine. It's almost like you can't, it's pretty traceless, to be honest with you guys. All right guys, it is 11:09 and this is what it looks like. I did not use a setting spray today because I want to see how it wears on its own. So far, I have to say that using a setting powder did help smooth out some of the dryness that it was emphasizing, which I don't know where it even got the dryness from because I'm not dry. So I will check in with you guys and let you know how it wears. But so far, I have to say I like the way it looks. If you guys want to see how this continues to wear, then let's go. All right, guys. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but it looks a little too dry on my skin. It looks really, it's making my skin look like I have texture. Like it looks so dry. It's almost like it's bunching up. We'll see how it wears throughout the day. Sometimes when my natural oils mixed with the foundation, it tends to look a little bit better, but as it stands right now, I don't think I'm liking the way it makes my skin look. In camera, it looks good. It looks decent. When I look at it up close, I can see just how it's emphasizing lines. We'll see how it wears. I'm gonna go outside and just do a little quick shoot of what it looks like in natural light, so that way you guys can see it. But so far right now, I just think it's a little too dry for me. We're outside and I don't know if you guys are able to see how it's emphasizing lines. It looks kind of dry. My forehead looks okay, but where I'm seeing it is this here. We'll see how it wears. Right now, that's my only issue, and I'm also wondering if I wear maybe a rich, or a hydrating primer, if that will make a difference. Today, I just wore the Unseen Sunscreen by Supergroup. That's all I have under my foundation, but I think this might be a little too matte for me. It could have also been that I applied a thin layer of powder. We're gonna have to play with this. I do like the way it looks from afar. It's just from up close where I can really see that it's emphasized. All right, guys, it is now 3:30 p.m. and I have been cleaning and I'm hot. So I feel like the coverage looks really good. The rest of my makeup looks really good. What I am seeing that's bothering me is that it's bunching up around my nose and it's creating some separation there. I don't want to touch it, but here, let me see. So I haven't blown my nose. I haven't done anything to move the product, but it does look like it's cracking. It's sitting in my lines, my smile lines. Everything else looks good. It's just this little area here. And again, it's still looking a little dry. So I don't know if you guys can see that. We'll continue to wear it and we'll see. So far, I like the way it looks. I just don't like what it's doing in certain areas. So we'll keep wearing it. All right, guys, it's 5:30 p.m. and I don't know if I'm gonna do another check-in because I have to work out today. And I mean, I'm not going to put this foundation through the ringer today because, I mean, I'm gonna work out with it. But what I'm thinking is this. I can see that I'm bunched up still here. There's a little piece of foundation missing from there, but I was playing with my son. I think that this foundation might be a little too matte for me. Originally when I put it on, it did not feel like it was going to be a super matte foundation, and it never felt like it was drying down to where it felt uncomfortable or, you know, really tight on my skin. because I've tried foundations like that are so matte that it just feels like your face is gonna crack. That's not what I'm feeling at all. And I never felt that at all. So I thought that this would be like a comfortable matte, but I think that it might be a little too matte for my skin type. I'm normal combination, but this is just making me look super dry. So what I'm going to do is wear this one more time and see how it wears, and then give you guys my final thoughts then. But for now, I think that if you're really oily, you're gonna love this. I think it does do what it says, which is be a matte 24-hour wear foundation. I mean, I'm not gonna test it for 24 hours, but I don't see any wearing. Again, other than a little bit here, my forehead looks good, my face looks good, my makeup is still on, like everything still looks freshly applied. It's just really enhancing my lines. So tomorrow I will wear this again, and then I'll give you guys my full-blown opinion. This is the first time I wear it, so I want to give it a fair shot. I do like the way it looks. I just don't know if this is going to be the best option for normal to dry skin. Definitely not dry skin. Like, this is just not going to be flattering at all, but we'll see how it goes. So for now, I would say we'll do one final check-in after my workout and then call it a wrap for today. All right guys, it is now 8:30 and I'm not working on this, so I wanted to show you guys again what it looks like. It's come off a little bit around my nose. These outsides and this little area here looks still pretty built up and heavy, but the rest of my face, I would say, looks really good. Now, I was thinking, I'm like, man, why does my skin look like this? Because it doesn't feel dry. It doesn't feel like a really heavy-duty matte foundation. And what I have come to realize is I added a new product to my skincare routine. It's a retinol at night, and I started using it like 2 days ago, and I think that that is why my skin is looking kind of dry and heavy here. So I don't think it's a foundation. I really do think that it's because I've incorporated a new product, and I think it might be just my skin's just reacting to it. So I'm gonna try this foundation again tomorrow, and I'm going to use a heavier moisturizer just to really make sure that my skin is nice and hydrated. So again, I will give you guys my final update tomorrow. But I have to say, overall, I do like the way it looks. I do think that it has worn beautifully. I do feel like it has just really performed well. We'll see how tomorrow goes. All right guys, so we're gonna give this another shot, and today I'm gonna use the Juno & Co sponge on one side of my face, and then I'm going to use whatchamacallit, a brush on the other side. But this sponge gives me insane coverage off the bat. I'm going to use my Makeup Forever concealer in the shade 34.